Hi, my name is Javs, also known as Javaturnia. I'm a licensed hairstylist, freelance photographer and videographer, as well a mother. Recently, I was introduced to the world of toy collecting, and here I will share with you my journey and exploration into the world of action figures, not only as a collector and consumer, as well a passionate new fan. Hey guys, it's Javs with Javaturnia Reviews and Just Try Media, and today I'm giving a presentation on Transformers Universe Sunstreaker. He is a deluxe class Transformer, and character traits really come down to him letting you know all about how he's the best. And he's going to prove it to you, and he's going to tell you all of the time. But Optimus sees a lot of potential. He is very good in combat and out on the battlefield. He gives a lot of help and strategy. So he's on the team for the Autobots. Now, his alt mode you can see here is a Lamborghini, and he comes and has a detachable engine supercharger and a electron photon blaster, which is not the original piece. We had to borrow it from the KO breakdown because when we bought him, he was not new, he was used and did not come with one. He actually didn't even come with the supercharger. We borrowed it from Sideswipe. So he has the original weapon, and since in the G1 cartoon, Sunstreaker actually had the supercharger, we placed it on him and let Sideswipe have the original weapon. So that's kind of why we chose to do that on our collection. Now, let's get down to business and take a closer look. Alright, now with a closer look. Really well built car, very solid, lots of wonderful detail. So as his alt mode, as a Lamborghini, features really come down to two removable pieces and a customized license plate that I'll show you. The supercharger does remove itself, and the weapon storage is right here underneath, so it's gonna kind of fit onto this little post here. Handle goes down into that little open area there. And you can see on the bottom it's really nice and flush. There really isn't anything coming down to block the wheels, so he does roll very nicely. His Autobot symbol there. And you can see here just a barely tiny bit, here we go, you can see a little bit better. His roof yellow color is quite a bit different than this bright yellow plastic here. Just a little bit different. I'm not sure what happened in manufacturing there. The only thing to really make a huge difference, or seem like it makes a huge difference, are these tinted windows. Kind of gives this yellow up here a little bit of like a green hue. You can just see it's just off, but most of the time you don't really notice it, especially in this lighting, but you know, offhand you can tell it's just a little discolored. Just lots of nice, really just good detail. And here we are with our customized license plate. It says "We Are 84" in reference to Transformers being released in 1984. You can see all these little details. I just think it's a really great solid car. Now, because we did get this vehicle used, some of it's a little bit loose. I don't know if that was a natural thing for these back plates here to be as loose as they are, but that's really the only complaint. It's just very solid, put together very nice and snugly. Let's take it on to transformation. Universe Sunstreaker is a quick but tricky transformation with a lot of turns and folds. Overall, Sunstreaker isn't a highly difficult level transformation, but attention to detail is the key. A few transformations in, and this figure is swift and easy. Alright, now we're back, and we have Sunstreaker here in bot mode. He looks pretty dang cool. I mean, he has a lot of details on him. He looks amazing. He stands tall. It looks pretty sweet. So you can see here with a closer look, his head sculpt is really detailed. I mean, there's just so much going on here. He doesn't have the translucent eyes where the light comes through, so they're painted blue there. And when he comes out with that like dramatic head reveal, you know, these squeeze down when he goes in and pops back out. So that's pretty kind of cool. They're spring loaded so that, you know, it doesn't take up space. So the weapon in both hands is a little loose. So it's kind of a bummer that we don't have a good one, but it fits loosely in there. And his supercharger fits here right on his back, right in these little tabs there. Now you can have these open, or you have them closed, really whatever you prefer. I kind of like them closed, that way they're not taking up too much of that headroom in the back and being really clunky and distracting. Alright, let's go into articulation. So head is on a ball joint, so it has a lot of rotation and tilting. Shoulders also on a ball joint, so there's not as much rotation upward. Seems to get in the way and stop there due to the lack of room up here. But he does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, and wrist swivel. He has a great waist rotation. Hip also a little limited to the range of motion out, but back and forth, he has a full back and forth. He has a knee twist and knee bend, and then his ankle's on a ball joint here. So he has a lot of pretty good articulation, slightly limiting depending on the type of poses you want to have him in. So some action poses, he probably couldn't get super low or bring his arms up pretty high, so you'd have to be careful, it'd have to come forward rather than out. But overall he's pretty solid. So now I'd like to give you a view of his brother, Sideswipe. They are identical. The only difference is he has the roof, he has the hood. If you turn around, basically all it is in pre-concept, they had them the same. They decided to switch them to make sure there was just a slight difference. So all they did is they took his waist and turned it 180, and there you go. Slightly different, their own character, but same mold. Now he also was retooled into breakdown, red alert, which I'll have here, show you. You can see there we have red alert also. Same mold with the hood of the car being his chest plate instead of the roof of the car, like Sunstreaker. There's also counter punch or punch that also has the same mold. So they really they must have really liked this mold and really worked it, because they literally had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters as the same exact mold. Here's another deluxe wheeljack. You can see that he is on the taller end of it. Wheeljack literally with his door wings comes up to his shoulder, but otherwise literally at his chest. And then we have Voyager Henkei Megatron. I use him because we have Classics Optimus, but he's just shy of a true Voyager size. So here's Megatron, and then we also have leader class Megatron. So he scales really, really well with all of these figures. Great fit for our personal chug line. This is what we like. Alright guys, so for my concluding thoughts on Universe Sunstreaker. Great. I mean, fits really well with our chug line up on the shelf. Stands up well, sizes well. He was a really great price. We got him used at about $15, which was really great. He's a great representation, great detail, a solid figure. Very happy to have him. Thank you so much for watching my review today on Transformers Universe Sunstreaker. Jav signing out. Don't forget, enjoy your toys, because you never know when they can be taken away. Alright guys, so, okay. Rolling furry cord. He is a deluxe. Now as far as the features go, rolling,